His watch, his business cards, his phone.
The last person he called was me, and the last person who called him was me.
Tricia Kaufman cherishes these everyday things that her husband Dave had on the last day of his life. The Circuit City executive was a passenger on a Cessna Citation charter plane. It went down in Pueblo, Colorado in 2005.
And I just remember sitting on the floor and just crying.
8 people died in the Pueblo crash. Over the past 5 decades, nearly 45,000 people have been killed in private planes and helicopters, so-called general aviation. That's roughly 9 times the number of people who died in commercial crashes. And while the rate of commercial crashes has dropped significantly, the rate of small plane crashes and deaths have not changed significantly in 15 years.
Everyone in the community understands that we've got to do better when it comes to GA.
The NTSB cited pilots as a cause in 86% of general aviation crashes, including that Pueblo crash. But a series of lawsuits over the years have contradicted NTSB findings, saying in some cases it's really aircraft design flaws or part malfunctions to blame. Our partners at USA Today found 21 verdicts, totaling nearly $1 billion against manufacturers that the NTSB had exonerated.
Very frequently, the investigations done by private parties in litigation is more substantial than that done by NTSB. And we often find, what really happened.
So why do the government's own air safety experts miss these safety problems?
They often don't even go to the accident scene, and they rely upon first responders.
And many times they'll turn the evidence, the engine, over to the engine manufacturer to do a tear down at the engine manufacturer's facility. Oftentimes there's not even an NTSB representative present.
Here at the NTSB, our single goal is safety.
The NTSB admits its resources are stretched thin.
But they're not going to be able to do a deep dive into every single accident because the average investigator is probably handling 30 to 40 accidents as far as their caseload every year.
The NTSB says it does do special reports looking for trends in accident data to find reoccurring safety problems.
We're a very transparent agency. All of the work that we do, we make available to the public. And hopefully they'll use it to prevent future accidents.
Because there can be grave consequences when the NTSB gets it wrong.
If you continually blame the pilot, these institutional defects in the aircraft and the engines go on unrepaired, unfixed, and continue to cause additional accidents in the future.
In Denver, I'm Melissa Blasius.